Thank you for joining us today. I'm Arno from Global Distribution. So today we'll be do a live about the Yeastar PBX. We'll do a quick configuration of the P550. There is three different PBX from Yeastar. You get the 550, the 560, and the 570. All of those have their own characteristics, but we'll be working only today on the 550. I will give you some insight of those difference just later when we'll be waiting on the backup, because the system needs to restart and it can take a couple of minutes to do that. So I will explain more about the difference on between those. But what you have to know is the interface is the same depending on any PBX you'll be using. So what I'm doing now on this PBX will be the same for all of the others. So let's just open chat. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask me directly, or you can post write down to the chat and I'll be answering those. So first, I will show you an unboxing of the P550, just here. Okay. We'll remove the background so you can see. Okay, so in the box itself, so you'll see the unit, which is here, the 550, the P550, and you have some miscellaneous in the box. So you have the install guide, quick install guide. You have an Ethernet cable, the power plug, and you have some brackets to be rack mount. So to be 19-inch and to be put in any cabinets that you like. So just on the front of the PBX itself, so you will have a one connection, a LAN connection. You have a USB port connection also, if you want to put an USB drive to take some information, log or those things. And you have FXS or FXO connection depending. So it's RG11 to connect any phones or analog lines that you want to connect. And of course, at the back, you have the power plug itself with the switch, the on-off switch. Okay, so that is pretty simple. The other things that you need to know is behind the Yeastar logo is NFC chips that you can read information from the unit itself when it's shut down. So I will just do a quick example here. Just take the remote. Okay. So to be able to read the NFC, you will need a phone. So I do have an iPhone here, but if you have an Android with an NFC chip, you can read it also. And what you will need is the linkers. So let me know if you need. I'll try. Let me just remove that. Okay. So the Linkers application is available on any iPhone or Android phones. You just have to download it. It's free. Okay. It's the same application that you will be using if you are a user or if you need to connect to the system. So at the bottom, you have an NFC option. It is pretty small, but you can look at it here. And when you click, oh, sorry, just let me go back. Okay, so NFC, the system is asking you to read the chip. So you go behind. Okay, not able to read. Let me just do it again. Okay, so now he has able to read it. So I have some information. I have the, I don't know if you can see it because it's probably out of focus, but you have the IP, the gateway, the subnet mask, the DNS that you can change right here. So that's what I will do here. I will put the address that I want to use for the PBX. Okay. Also change the gateway, so I'm able to reach. Okay. And by clicking next here, okay, the software say that I can write on the system. So it's just okay. So now he has write all the information inside the system, and I have a quick resume of what I have done. So right now I changed the IP address of the system without starting it. That is pretty awesome. And now I can start the equipment. So I will plug the AC first. Up. And the network. So I will put it in the LAN. You can use the one depend on the system and the network configuration you will put the system, but normally the LAN is the one you go to. So I start the system. It will take about 2 minutes to start. So I will let it start and we'll go back to the screen. So let me show you what I was talking about before. So I'll put my screen. Okay. So I was saying that there is 3 different PBX. So you have the P550, P560, and the P570. So you have here all the extension. So why do you have 2 different extension number? It depends on the DSP. So if you buy, let's say the P560 by itself, you have 100 extension. But if you had an expandable D30, which is a DSP, so you can put one more, you can reach 200 max. And it's the same with the 570, you can reach the maximum of 500 if you had 2 D30 DSP. Okay, so that's I will say the main difference between those 3. But like I said, it depends on how many users you want to have on those. And you also have that. By the way, that document that I'm showing you, you can see it. There is a link in the marketing that we send you by email. You receive the link that you can see that document here, the PDF, and you will find all the information of the the P550 and the other type, the cloud, the software, and whatever, and also the plan, the basic plan, the enterprise plan, and the ultimate plan that you can apply to any of those units here. So that will be probably part in another live that we will do, because we will do some other live for other function, other features in the future, in the near futures, in the future months. So we'll keep you posted about those. Okay, so now I think my equipment has started, so I will try to reach it by his IP address I just entered through the NFC. Okay. Do this. Okay. So there it goes. So when you start to log for the first time through the PBX, you will have a wizard to help you finish the configuration, because the NFC will only change the IP address. Now you can add all the other options. So I will not change anything here. That is for the network connection. Oh, sorry. So I'll go, the system will check some information here on the public address, IP, etc. Now we'll need to use a username, so I'll leave it at default like admin, and I'll put password. I have to enter twice. So here. Also, I'll put an email address. So this email address is for the maintenance people, because this is the email address that will receive. Sorry, this was in English. Sorry, this was in French. Okay, put it in English. Sorry about that. So by changing the email, by putting the email address, we receive the event notifications that you have programmed. So you can receive information, warnings, and of course alert. But you can also remove those. Depends on what you want to do. Okay, but you need to enter at least an. Sorry, that's not the good one. Thank you. That'll be better. Okay, you can also enter a phone number, and you can receive, and can click here to receive the alert through your phones via a call. So you will receive a call, and it will explain you the alert or the events that occur right now. So that's for now. Oh, sorry, I'll just remove. Okay. Okay. So I'll change the time and date. So here we are in Montreal. So we're in -5. I'll put the daylight saving time. Yeah, I'll keep the normal address for the NTP, but you can put any NTP that you'd like. And you can leave it at month, day, and year, and the 24 hours. You can put it at 12, depending on what you want. Okay, so here. So the language package at the beginning is English, but you can add any of the language that you'd like, Spanish, French. Well, there is a lot of language, Italian, and Portuguese, you get a lot. So you just have to click here on download, and the system will download all the package. So you will have all the audio messages in the language that you selected here. So I will leave it in English right now. For the email that you received, the email I was talking about, so you have 3 languages: Chinese, English, and Russian. So I'll leave it obviously in English. I will also put a name for my PBX, because that's the name that will be sent all the email. Okay, so I will receive an email saying that PBX test has something weird, or the information or an alert that is going on it. Okay, so I leave the tone to North America. Okay, I'll leave it like this. Okay, and then I have a quick resume of everything that I've just done. You can just click here to edit the part that you want to edit if you like. But if you're okay, just click on reboot. Okay. So yes, that's what I want to do. And now the system will reboot. It will take about 2 minutes. You have a progress bar, but we'll just wait for that. So it will reboot, and it will go back. Okay, here it is. So again, you have to enter the username you just created with the same password, you see. So now I can log in. So the system. Okay, so you have, again, like any user, you have an agreement to agree. Of course, so I confirm the agreement. Okay, and I start. Okay, so that's okay for the configuration. That's good. Okay, so here you start on the dashboard, so you can see that you have no active call, no memory use, and nothing is connected. So to create first extension, you'll go, of course, on the extension and track menu, the extension menu. So right now, at the beginning of the configuration, the system already has 5 extensions created, but you can modify those or remove those as you please. So I will just be using this one to connect to my Firmware. So I will just open it. So you have also So that's the information for the users, but you have all the tabs to change value, like the voicemail, the features, some advanced features, the security. That's another part I will not be talking here, but you have a lot of security that you can apply for the extensions. You also have the Linkus client. So the application that I used for the NFC connection is the same application here. And you can see activate the Linkus mobile client, the desktop client, or the web client for this extension. Okay, so that's some of the functions, also the function keys, etc. So I will just remain on the main user information here. I have my phone bill here, so my phone bill is connected. So I will need to put the information on the SIP account. So the information that I need is the authentication name. So let's just copy that and paste it. And the same for the password here. Okay, so here, I'll paste it here. Sorry. Okay, so so I will keep it at 1000, but you can put Jumbo or whatever you like for a name. I'll check the server IP address, which is good. The port is good. Okay, I can apply. Okay, let me put it in English too. Okay, so as you see, I just entered all the information, and now I'm registered to the PBX. So let's go back on the PBX and the main menu of the extension. And I don't see. And you can see now I have the connection of a phone, but you have some other icon if it's a mobile connection, a web connection, a desktop connection. So you can now see what is connected to for this extension. So those are the ones, they are available, but nothing is connected to them. So right now I just have this one. So now I have one phone connected to the system. And I will now create a trunk. So the trunk I'll be using is one of ours. So I'll just take the information from the provider. So what I need, sorry, is the okay. I need the IP address of the server, which is here. Okay, so I will create first. I will need to name it, because everything needs to be named. And this one, okay, so trunk test. So it will be a registered trunk. I'll put the IP address. Here is the domain name here. And now I will put the username and password. Okay, let's save this. Okay, and now we need to, because we need the change, we made the change, but like every PBX, we need to apply the change. Okay, now it's loaded. Okay, so now it's put in orange. Let's try to registering. We'll wait a couple of seconds and it should be registered soon. Okay, now it's green, it's registered. You have the pin, it's not the best one, but at least it's registered. It's what I need. Okay, so now we have one extension and we have one registered trunk. So most of those, most of the configuration is done. What we have to do now is in the control is to create an inbound route and of course an outbound route. So for the inbound and the outbound, you have two default routes created. So as you can see here, it's called the default inbound, and the destination is an IVR. So I will change here the information. So first, you can add a DID pattern. So if you have multiple number in the trunks, you can say, so if I receive from that number, I will be routing to that or those extension. And if it's another one, you can change also and change the route to get to another. You have the ID here. So first I'll select the trunk. So when that trunks will be coming in, I will set the destination not to an IVR but to an extension, and I'll choose the 1000. Okay, you can also change the time condition for day and night or specific holidays, whatever. So now I'll keep it at default. I will save it. Okay, so now I can see the default inbound is the extension. Okay, for the outbound is the same. So the default is the extension group. So let's go dive in to the edit. So right now the pattern is an X dot. That means that every number that is down in my system will be sent to a trunk that I choose. So it will be the trunk test, of course. And right now all the extension can use that trunk, but I can remove that here. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'll say just the 1000 can use this. Okay. So now let's save it. So I have my two routes created now, and I just need to apply a change. Okay, so now it's good to go. So if I have a call coming in, or if I want to make a call out, I should be able to. So let's just go back to my preface. Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, here. Okay, so I have here the phone, the Fanville. Sorry for the background leaking on it. Okay, so and I have, of course, my cell phone. So I will first make a call to the Fanville. So I'll do an incoming call. Okay. Okay. So you can see it's ranging my Fanville. Okay. So I'll just have to have, and from the Fanville, I will also do call. Okay. Gel. No, sorry. 914. You can see. Oh, sorry, I'll put in here. So the call is coming in, and that's it. It's worked. Okay. So it's a pretty straightforward connection, as you can see. So this is for, I will say, a small test. So you have a phone or multiple phones in the same LAN, and you have one trunk. So that's how you do it. And as you can see, it's pretty simple and pretty easy. Of course, you have multiple options, like I said. So just let me go back on the screen so I can show you some. So especially for the trunks, if you need to change some information in zip header, so you have this, and you can put whatever you like in the peer certain, etc., etc. So that's the kind. Sorry, oh, that's my bad. Okay. Okay, here. Sorry. So as I said, in the trunk here, you can go on the zip header and change some parameter. You can change the inbound caller ID, the outbound caller ID. So multiple application that can be done here. I will not treat those here, but that's mainly what you have to do to connect your your extension to the trunk. So they, like I said, in the coming months and weeks, there will be others lives on other features of those Yeastar products. So you will receive some information in the near future. Be sure to, if you don't have, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook if you don't. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the coming months and weeks. Bye-bye. To the S series, oh, sorry. Yes, it's similar to the S series. It's exactly the same interface, basically. So P series, S series, it's mainly the same. Okay. So see you in the next time. Bye bye.